Olivia. This is my dad. Today on Square Circle Chat, episode 2, last episode, we previewed Payback 2017. This episode, we will tell you what we thought about it, Payback in 2017, and what will happen on Raw tonight.
So, last night on Payback 2017, the first match was Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho. What'd you think of that match?
Awesome. Chris Jericho broke Kevin Owens' hand.
He broke it. He hurt it. I don't know if he broke it.
Maybe.
He did hurt it. He did hurt it. Yep. I thought it was a shock. I did not expect Chris Jericho to win that match. Thought Kevin Owens would win and stay on SmackDown. Now it looks like Chris Jericho will move to SmackDown and Kevin Owens would move back to Raw. What do you think about that?
I think, well, on Backlash 2017, it'll be AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. Just predictions right now.
What's your prediction?
That's going to be a hard one. I'm just going to go with Chris Jericho.
Okay, I'll go with AJ Styles in that one.
Yeah.
Then another match was the Hardy Boys versus Sheamus and Cesaro. What'd you think of that match?
Betrayers, Sheamus and Cesaro. Boo!
Yep, they betrayed the Hardys at the end of the match as they turned on them.
Yeah.
After they shook their hands, they came back and beat them up pretty good. So they're supposed to have a title match, I believe, tonight. The Hardys versus Sheamus and Cesaro. So that should be a pretty good match.
Yeah. Hardys will win, obviously.
All right. Then we had Alexa Bliss versus Bayley.
Shocker.
Shocker. You were shocked, huh? Why?
Because it was Bayley's hometown.
It was Bayley's
Why?
Bayley's hometown, and Alexa Bliss ended up winning the match. Actually, I was a fan of this. I like Alexa Bliss. I think she's a pretty good performer, so hopefully she continues to do what she does on Raw. And Bayley, I'm sure, will get that title back at some point, right?
Like at, what's the next Raw pay-per-view?
I don't know what the next one is.
Battleground?
Something like that. Then we had Neville versus Austin Aries. What did you think about that match?
Why did Neville have to win?
Well, Neville didn't win. Austin Aries won by disqualification.
But why did Neville have to have the title back?
Well, because you...
I don't get it.
Well, because you can only win the title on a pinfall or submission, and that's not what happened here. He got disqualified, so he keeps the title, and actually I did not like the ending. I thought we should have seen a winner by submission or pinfall. I did not like the DQ finish. And then we had Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins. What did you think of that?
Seth Rollins beats Samoa Joe. Awesome!
Yep, Seth Rollins did beat Samoa Joe. I thought it was a pretty good match. Impressive win for Seth Rollins. And then we had the House of Horror match. What did you think of that?
It was stupid.
It was stupid. Why was that?
It wasn't even scary!
It did not seem scary, and it did not make sense that you come to a House of Horrors match in a limousine. That did not make sense. Then they went into a living room with chair and table. It looked like there was a TV in there. That didn't seem very scary to me. Was there anything in that house that was scary?
When the baby, like one baby had a baby head in its stomach.
Yeah.
That was scary for me.
Yeah, it was a baby doll. It wasn't an actual baby, right?
No.
Yeah, it was a baby doll. I really did not think it was very scary at all. Actually, I thought it was the House of Hokey, if you ask me. It made no sense whatsoever to do that type of match. They should have been in the ring, one-on-one, just a regular match.
And why did Jinder Mahal interrupt it?
Oh, that's right. Jinder Mahal did come in and interrupt it. I forgot all about him, but he's easy to forget because I've never cared about him anyways. Have you ever cared about him? Zero. Yep, that's what we think about.
I want to punch Jinder Mahal in the face.
Well, you might get to one day. We'll see what happens. And then we had the Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns match. What'd you think?
Scary.
Why was it scary?
Roman Reigns was spewing out blood.
He was spitting out blood at the end of the match. Braun Strowman beat him up pretty good, and that's what Braun Strowman's done the last couple weeks, has it not? He's been beating him up. What's happened to the big dog? Is that what they call him? It's his yard? Doesn't look like that anymore. It looks like it's Braun Strowman's yard now. What do you think about that? We'll see what happens.
I hate Braun Strowman.
Yeah, doesn't he yell? Can you do one of his yells?
I hate him.
What do you think is going to happen on Raw tonight?
Well, not fair that Chris Jericho won the match.
Well, he beat him fair and square.
Yes. He will run his mouth like he usually does. Blah, 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 blah.
That's what you think?
And also, I think Braun Strowman will go in like a 2-on-1 tag team match. Big Show and Mark Henry versus Braun Strowman.
Big Show and who?
Mark Henry.
Big Show and Mark Henry versus Braun Strowman tonight, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know about that, Liv. We'll see what happens there. But we do know there's a Hardy Boys match against, I believe, Sheamus and Cesaro, so that should be pretty good. And we will get back to you later this week about what happened on Raw tonight.
And stay and go on my other channel, ekatwell.com.
But definitely check this channel, Squared Circle Chat. This was Squared Circle Chat, episode 2. We'll see you in a few days for Squared Circle Chat, episode number 3.
Because I have school tomorrow.
All right.